I think the brief is probably one of the most important parts of an influencer marketing campaign. Without being too dramatic, but if the influencer gets it wrong and they've produced this piece of content and they now have to run it by you for approval and you're like, nah, no, I'm not really feeling that and it doesn't really bring my brand ethos through, etc., that's your fault. You didn't say this must come through, this must be the selling point. And the influencer's going to go back and they're going to do it for a second time and it's never as good. It's never as fresh, it's never as enthusiastic if they have to do the work twice. So you never want to get to a situation where the influencer has to redo their creative. You want to keep it as authentic as possible, and that can only happen on the first take, in my opinion. So as far as briefing an influencer, what needs to be included is your company's vision, your product's main selling point. If you have an objective for this campaign, what is that objective that they need to meet? Everything needs to point to something that the influencer can hang their hat on to create this piece of content. So the brief is definitely your job as an entrepreneur for the influencer to get that right, because then they can interpret it for their own market and their audience, but they need to have the intrinsic first.